Hey everybody, welcome to Cosmic Oasis Friday Night Magic Deck Techs. I'm here with Geoff Ritzman, the winner of the free standard Friday Night Magic tournament here. So Geoff, tell me a little bit about what you're playing. What would you call your deck here?
This is your pretty standard bug pod for black, blue, green. Just kind of the Swiss Army knife of decks, lets you get what you want when you need it.
Okay, sweet. So basically your deck is pretty much built around Birthing Pod and how awesome it is at digging up all sorts of different guys.
Mm-hmm.
So if we look at your chains here, for ones you've got Llanowar Elves and Birds of Paradise, correct?
Yep.
And so they also help you ramp your pod out faster, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. So they've been pretty good tonight?
Yep. Let me
Okay.
get out that early mana to accelerate my game.
Awesome. And then so for twos, it looks like you have Skurstag High Priest and Viridian Emissaries. So I'm guessing you probably go get Viridian Emissaries first and then Skurstag High Priest later on.
Yeah, Viridians are great, they're early mana ramp, and then Skurstag for a later game, as I'm sacrificing everything for pod, he synergies really well, his Morbid kicks, and I get to pop out a bunch of demon tokens.
Sweet, man. So for threes, looks like you got Sylvok Replica, Glissa the Traitor, Deceiver Exarch, and Scab Ruinator. So you want to talk about them a little bit?
Let's see, Sylvok Replica, he's there more for a bit of a control aspect against heavy artifact or enchantment decks. Always great when I can just, at instant speed, kill whatever I need to. Glissa makes one of the best blockers in the deck. People do not want to attack you when you can just kill whatever they swing with. Not to mention, she gets to recur a lot of the artifacts into the deck as I'm killing off the opponent's creatures. Deceiver Exarch is in there for a 3-drop combo with pod. As I pod out of my 2 into my 3, Deceiver can come in, untap the pod, get another pod going. And Scab Ruinator is there just for an early beat stick if I need it.
That sounds pretty awesome. Okay, so for fours, we'll come over here. Looks like you have Solemn Simulacrum, Skinrender, Entomber Exarch, and a Phyrexian Metamorph. So how has that all worked out for you today?
Solemns are there for their obvious card advantage. Get out that land. When they die, I get to draw that card, and with a pod, they die pretty quick. Skinrender gives me that nice control. I can remove anything small, anything big, I can turn it into a manageable creature. Entomber serves a dual purpose. If it's late game, I've been podding a lot, he can let me recur some of the bigger stuff I've podded, bring it back. Or if I'm playing a deck I need more control against, it lets me discard out those pesky spells.
Sweet. And I'm guessing you have the Metamorph in here for when you need to copy cool stuff, or if you need just another Birthing Pod, right?
Yep, I would say that one works a lot. If my opponents manage to get anything big, I can always copy their thing. Or I can copy something of mine for just 4 mana, then pod it right out without actually losing the original copy.
Sounds sweet. Okay, so then for fives, this is the kind of cool part. We have Acidic Slime and Skithiryx.
Yep. 6 slimes serve their basic purpose, take out lands, artifacts, enchantments, whatever I need. Figure every deck at least runs lands, therefore they have a purpose. Skithiryx is nice because if they've got a bunch of stuff I can't seem to get around, I can start swinging Skithiryx, and it puts them on at least a turn 3 clock.
Sweet. Did you get to kill anyone with Skithiryx tonight?
I actually did.
Excellent.
Managed to get them up, and swung fatal at Skithiryx.
Sweet. So for sixes, you got the sweet trio of Reaper from the Abyss, Wormcoil Engine, and Frost Titan. You want to talk a little bit about them?
Yeah, we'll start at Frost Titan. He's in there for some basic tap down, just swinging. Hard to get around with that 2 extra mana to target him, so he kind of sits chunky on there, gets some good damage. Wormcoil is good. He can counteract that Phyrexian mana in the Birthing Pod with that nice life gain, and the token production is always another nice bit, and easy to get back with Glissa. And then Reaper is kind of the difference I took to this deck. Always good, because as I'm podding, I'm killing stuff, activating that Morbid, and I can keep that opponent's field completely clear.
Sounds pretty excellent. Alright, and then for 7, this is the part that I thought was really cool about your deck versus like some of the white-based Birthing Pod decks is instead of ramping into Elesh Norn as your Praetor, you have Sheoldred.
Yep.
So go ahead and talk a little bit about what role she plays in this.
Sheoldred's really kind of the cornerstone of this deck. I kind of built the whole deck around recursion from the graveyard, which she fits perfect. As I'm potting away my stuff, once Sheoldred's on the field, I get everything right back. And then, meanwhile, the opponent's having to burn through their creatures at a rapid pace.
Sounds pretty awesome. Alright, and then just as as for your spells, so you've got some Ponders here, some nice removal, Go for the Throat and Beast Within, and then your Birthing Pods, right? Yep. Seems pretty sweet. So, and then you have, you know, your basic 3-color mana base here. What about your sideboard? Do you have anything you want to talk about in it?
Sideboard consists mostly of a lot of creature removal for when I play those creature-heavy decks. The Beast Withins kind of go out because they're just a little expensive. They're saved more for Planeswalkers and just brutal other permanents.
Okay.
Surge Extractions, and then just a few other basic utility creatures, depending on what decks I'm going against.
Sweet. So you even have, like, you know, some extra pod bullets in your sideboard, right?
Yep.
Sounds excellent, man. So overall, what would you say about this deck? Did it run pretty well for you today?
It ran really well. I would say, like I said, the thing I like most about it gives me what I need when I need it, and I can adapt my play to the situation. I don't have to stick to one strategy each game.
Sweet, man. Well, you know, enjoy your victory, and we look forward to seeing you back here later. Thanks for playing, and great job.
Thank you.